how to pick the right leadership style in this changing times?
Yeah, I'm a believer that the right leadership style works no matter what time you're in. So, kind of like we talked about earlier, the principles of effective leadership in a time of crisis are also really important leadership principles in times of peace. Whether you're at war or whether you're at peace, you should be honest, you should be transparent, you should be flexible, you should be nimble, you should be communicative. All those things that we talked about are things that leaders need to incorporate into their leadership style no matter what, no matter when. Something that I talk a lot about, that I write about, that I believe very strongly in is leadership today has changed. Leadership today has adapted. Now, I don't mean leadership today because of the coronavirus crisis, but I mean leadership today compared to leadership a generation ago. And I think that the core principles of leadership today are things that all leaders should understand and that all leaders should adopt and that all leaders should make an integral and just really a second nature part of their practice. And to me, the biggest change is a generation ago, so many leaders and so many revered leaders led through fear and intimidation. And I mean, you could think about whether they were, basketball coaches or CEOs or generals. You sort of have that stereotype of that really, really tough guy who's gonna scream in your face and yell at you and get you to, do this and do that because he said this is an order and you have to do it or else. That doesn't really work nowadays. Maybe it works in some pockets, in some organizations, some segments, but it certainly doesn't work for most companies. It certainly doesn't work for most people. It doesn't work for most millennials. It doesn't work for most Generation Zers. It's a style of leadership that post Me Too, I think, really needs to be reevaluated. I think a great leader is someone who can lead not through fear and intimidation, but can lead through inspiration, can lead through connectivity, can lead by empowering others, not by scaring others. And whether it's leading in times good or times bad, that's how leaders need to think and act. And that's a very big message of mine all the time, and certainly tonight for your listeners.
Absolutely.